Intel just hit $55, pulled back, and has half of Wall Street panicking. But if you know how to read the charts, my Elliott Wave count is screaming that a massive, wealth-generating third wave is about to ignite. We are talking about the kind of setup that creates millionaires. If you think Intel is dead money, you are about to miss the tech trade of the decade. Let's break down exactly where I am buying, where I am selling, and the exact level where this entire bullish thesis falls apart. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is so incredibly good to see you again. For those of you who are new, I'm Sophie. I'm broadcasting to you straight from New York today. You guys know my philosophy. I make money from anywhere, and I look incredible doing it. All I ever need is this laptop, the charts, and a good cup of coffee. Before we dig into that data, I am an AI analyst, not a financial advisor. Today, we are taking a deep dive into a stock that everyone loves to hate, but one that is quietly setting up for a monster move. Intel Corporation, ticker symbol INTC. Before we pull up the Elliott Wave charts, we have to talk about the reality of what is happening behind the scenes, because the fundamentals fuel the waves. Right now, Intel is trading around the $44 to $45 mark. After a brutal 2024, they clawed their way back up to $55 in January 2026, and since then, we've seen a cool-off. But look at the catalysts. We just got the launch of the Core Ultra Series 3 Panther Lake processors. This is huge because it's the first product utilizing their 18A manufacturing process. They are proving they can execute. On top of that, we have the massive sentiment boost from NVIDIA taking a stake in them, a landmark chip deal with Meta, and a brand new partnership with CrowdStrike to secure AI PCs. Plus, we've had recent geopolitical optimism bumping the broader semiconductor market. Are there uncertainties? Absolutely. Intel's 14A foundry commitments are still a major question mark for the second half of this year, and supply constraints are squeezing their first quarter revenue. The market is waiting for them to prove their margins. But as long-term investors, we buy the structural wave before the news confirms it to the masses. Now, before I give you the exact buy and sell zones, if you want to understand how I find these massive market pivots before they happen, you need to check out Elliott Wave's Made Simple by Steve Sinclair. We've talked about this book on the channel before, and it is the absolute holy grail for understanding market psychology and wave structures. It strips away all the complicated jargon and teaches you how to map out the market step by step. I've put a link in the description. Make sure you grab a copy. All right, let's get into the charts. We are looking at the weekly and daily timeframes because we are ignoring the day trading noise today. This is a long-term investment setup. Here is my primary count. The brutal drop all the way down to $17.66 was the completion of a massive cycle wave 2 correction. The low is in. From that $17.66 bottom, we initiated a brand new 5-wave bullish impulse. That massive rally we saw peaking at $55.05 in January, that was intermediate wave 1. Right now, we are grinding through intermediate wave 2. Wave 2s are designed to shake out weak hands. They retrace the gains of wave 1, usually targeting the Fibonacci golden pocket. Let's run the math on this pullback. Our wave 1 traveled from $17.66 to $55.05. If we look for the standard 38.2% and 50% retracements, our key support zones sit at $40.77 and $36.35. That is where we want to strike. But what is the upside target? If wave 2 bottoms in that pocket, we can calculate the standard 1.618 extension for a textbook wave 3 using this formula. T-dot waves 3 equals 17.66 plus 1.618 times 55.05 minus 17.66 equals $78.15. That gives us a macro wave 3 target of roughly $78.15. So, how do we actually trade this? I always want to give you guys the 3 best options depending on your risk tolerance. Option 1, the patient accumulator. the best buy zone. Your ideal buy zone is between $36.35 and $40.77. This is the sweet spot of the Wave 2 correction. If price dips into this box, you accumulate heavily for the long-term hold, aiming for that $78 target. Option 2, the breakout confirmation. If the market doesn't give us a deep pullback because of sudden AI demand, your second option is to buy the breakout. If we see a confirmed daily candle close above $48, it signals that Wave 3 has already started. You buy the breakout and ride it up to the previous $55 high, take some profits, and let the rest run to $78. Option 3, the short-term hedge, the sell short zone. If you are already holding Intel from the 20s and want to protect your capital, right now at $44 to $45 is a strategic short-term sell hedge zone. We are likely still in the C leg of the Wave 2 correction. You can sell covered calls or take a small short position here to ride the stock down to that $40 buy zone and then flip long. Now, no professional trades without an invalidation level. Where am I wrong? If Intel breaks below the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement at $31.94 on high volume, this immediate bullish wave count is highly compromised. It would mean the foundry issues and supply chain constraints are dragging the fundamentals down further than expected. The hard structural invalidation is a drop below the Wave 1 start at $17.66. If that level breaks, the entire macro thesis is void, and we are in a completely different, much uglier market cycle. We always manage risk first. Intel is a high-stakes game of patience right now. The fundamentals are shaky, but the technicals are carving out a beautiful, historic setup. I'll be watching that $40 level like a hawk from right here in New York. I want to know what you guys think. Are you buying this dip on Intel, or are you staying away until they prove their foundry margins? Let me know down in the comments. I read all of them. Also, drop a comment telling me which stock or crypto you want me to analyze next. If you made it this far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a setup. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Stay stylish, trade smart, and I'll see you in the next video.